What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Blunderbuss79, and we are back at y'all with a brand new video, man. Let's get it.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating.
And y'all see the title of the video, man. But before we get into it, we want to get over here, man, and get into some of these messages over here. We got Adam Dean. Out of all the symbiotes, who would be the best to get their new costume? You know, Scream is still really good. Yeah, Scream is still really good. And he goes minus Toxin because he doesn't have him. Toxin is also very good. Venom and Carnage are probably going to be the best overall because you can take them to tier 4. But I mean, Scream is still really, really strong. So it really depends on what you're looking for. Okay? And to be honest, I really wouldn't worry about Carnage so much unless you can get your hands on his artifact. So I would say Venom number 1, of course, because you can take him to tier 4, and then I would probably put Scream next and then Carnage personally. I mean, there's just so much more that goes into Carnage because he is paywall. You do need his artifact, so that's a heavy investment. It's more one of those I would say it's more of a project really than anything. Not that Carnage isn't good, but yeah. So that's the way I would go about it. And then also Agent Venom is a really good support for them in timeline. Finally, my second tier 4. Now I'll tier 4 Gene. 2 months. So yeah. Hopefully with this update, we'll be getting some changes to World Boss Legend. And I say this update, even though I know Kang is possibly going to be the mid-month, doesn't mean that we're not going to get him as a World Boss Legend this go round. But we'll get into that a little more, a little later. Let's go ahead and slide on into the game and get into it. So we got a couple of Heroes United we need to do. We're gonna go ahead and knock these dimension rifts off. We already did the legendary battle for the day, and we did the collector's vault, and went ahead and knocked that out a little earlier. So we did get the artifact for one guy I don't have a uniform for, War Tiger. So that's actually dope. But you really need that undead artifact to get the most out of Carnage. Even at tier 4, excuse me. Yeah, even at tier 4, you need that artifact to get the most out of him. So those are my thoughts on that. And we also wanted to get into some more messages, so we'll slide on back over. Yo, DJ, what's going on, man? Welcome back. Welcome back. So we're gonna go ahead and slide back over to the messages right quick. So we got tomorrow is Saturday, 11/2/2023. If they don't sneak peek about Kang, meaning he's like Gore, he'll get another update. So yeah, I mean, I you know, he's definitely the mid-month, bro. You know, was my reply to this. Also, if you go over to the forum, you know, we got the we will announce more information through the update details later. So this is the last sneak peek, and you know, we pretty much called this from the beginning that Kang was probably going to be the mid-month. He's probably going to be native tier 3. He's probably going to be a world boss legend. So I mean, that's that. They made Ultron world boss legend, and only because they gave him an Infinity Gauntlet uniform, right? Or an Infinity Android body, Infinity Gauntlet body, whatever you want to. They gave him an Infinity suit. So yeah, and I see them doing something very similar with Kang along the lines of giving him native tier 3. I mean, we've gotten 4 world boss legends, we've gotten 4 world boss legends. I had the wrong team in there. I'm tripping. So we've gotten 4 world boss legends, right? 2 of them have been native tier 3. The other 2 are Jean Grey and Ultron, right? One is Crystal Wall, and the other one is a free-to-play tier 1 character, right? And the other one's native tier 2. Also, the other thing, let me get it pulled up right quick. Let's shoot back over to the game while I do that. And I am glad I bookmarked this thing. So this needs to I could separate that out, but I don't know. I already got a lot of stuff going. Okay, so y'all remember this, right? The developer note 7-year anniversary from what was it, April 28th last year. Okay, the development team appreciation letter. Okay, if you go down, this is where we first got Giant Boss Raid, Dormammu, and all of that. This was even before we got any of that, right? And one of the announcements that they made in here was we're also preparing to add new world boss legends at a quicker pace than before. We are planning 1 to 2 new world bosses in the second half of this year. Well, we got those, right? And you know, somewhere in here, I do believe they said something about adding us. Maybe they didn't say anything about adding a second Giant Boss Raid. I think that was the assumption that it was going forward. So, you know, Jean, we kind of just got. But it's been a while since Dormammu, so I don't know how they do Kang as a giant boss unless it has something to do with the quantum realm and him being able to be big because of the whole quantum technology, right? So, you know, it could be a either way kind of thing. I do think, however way he comes to the game, whether it be through GBR or World Boss Legend, I think he'll be bringing new ways to form for tier 4 material. That's my assumption, right? Because Netmarble can't be completely oblivious to the fact that players aren't playing as frequently. When you got some of the biggest content creators that aren't making content on your game at the same pace, purely because they like, and content creators leaving to go do other games for the most part, you know, it's not a good look. And 7-year-old game or not, whether it's their cash cow over there at Netmarble or not, if the game is still turning a profit, it's no reason for them not to support it, depending on what the margins are, right? Like at the point the game starts losing money, I think is when they'll pull the plug. But you know, not making as much money as you used to is not the same as not being profitable, right? And this is the way that I think they retain the players that they have. If the movie winds up being a banger, it's gonna bring new players to the game. So but it's like since Infinity War, we've been seeing just a slow decline of the player base, and then them introducing crafted cards and all of that stuff. That shit didn't help. But yeah. And then there was one other message that I ran across, man, and this is from my guy. I have no idea where he is coming from with this, but we'll go ahead and read it and then we'll talk about it. So forgive me for what I'm about to say, true MODOK fans. I hope he's trash. I never root against Tunes, but listening to all of the corny MODOK jokes for years and seeing all the people who built him up just to be trendy has me feeling this way. Sorry. I don't get it. And then, you know, I'm like, this thing got 20-30 comments, and it's like, dude, 100% agree. MODOK and Hulkling, it's for the memes, right? There's still always Hulkling. You know, I mean, shit. There's always Punisher, right? I mean, there's many uniforms in the game that we have that came in and that are straight duds. MODOK, dude? You gonna hate on MODOK like that, bro? And I'm not even a MODOK fan. I'm just saying, it's like, bro, let this man have his time in the sun where you can do a little something. If it ain't nothing but extending your Shadowland roster so you can get to that 135, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, really? You know, when I see, and it's like, it would be different if it was a tune that had gotten a time to shine at least once before. But MODOK's never been more than a leadership for mind damage characters. At least I think he's either mind damage or mind resistance. It's one of the two. So it's like, bro, let this dude, let him flex a little bit, you know? I mean, when I hear stuff like that, I just think, you know,
This is a of the highest order.
I mean, seriously, it just is. Of the highest order. I mean, what you say that was, man? Tell him again.
This is a sickness of the highest order.
Yeah, I mean, straight up. Like, wait a minute. Something is missing. Something is missing. Hold on. I should be getting some feedback. And that's weird. Okay, there's the game audio. It's just really, really low. There we go. Yeah, it wasn't registering. Yeah, when it registers, I know y'all can hear it. So there will be times and it won't register on my little graph over here because I got it turned down really, really, really slight. But yeah, man, while we got this going, we'll go over here and we'll read up on the sneak peek because we haven't shown it yet, so we want to do that. And yeah, so greetings, agents. This is CM Fragment of Marvel Future Fight. Agents, are you ready to face the supervillain who has been designed only for killing? Living computer. And then check out the new look of the powers of the supervillain. Okay, that was a typo. They changed it. Because when this first got printed, this particular one, I think, said hero, and then it said villain up here, so it confused the hell out of people. I think a bunch of people were yeah, so so yeah, they actually fixed that. What happened when you copy paste, man? I know. Check out the new look and powers of this supervillain who uses psionic powers and superhuman calculator abilities. Superhuman calculations, I guess, would be a better way to say that. We will announce more information through the update details later. Through the update details later. Say the rest of it. I don't know. That last sentence kind of threw me off though. The superhuman calculator abilities, like they could have figured out a better way to kind of convey that, I guess. But you know, this language barrier may not necessarily have the translation for certain words in other languages, so yeah. Like, no, not a calculator, it's an abacus. But yeah, so we'll check this out here in a bit. But let's slide on back over to the game.
Chase like that, yeah, I play so strong with a knife in the back. I'ma swing home run like a baseball bat. Gonna see me rise if you hate on that. I don't play both sides, doing me no cap. I'ma ride or die for my dreams on tap. I'ma fly real high, you ain't see me slack. No, it's not how you fall, it's how you get right back up. That's how you get tough. Calluses on my hands so rough, yeah, I call your bluff. I'm not the one, mess with me, come out with none. Cause I'm so done, you had your fun. And now you're gonna face down the barrel of the gun. Cause I got a full clip, put your name on it. But I'ma let you slide cause you ain't worth it. Time staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming.
We'll say this though, about this game, the more Pierce that I got, I do think it makes certain characters, I think certain characters are able to take more advantage of Pierce than the others are, right? So, you know, for certain characters, the Pierce will make them look really way better than they would with like a regular deck. But that's something that I kind of noticed as I was building up Pierce. Like, man, certain characters, yeah. Other characters is like not so much. The only reason why I say that is I can only imagine what the disparity is at higher levels, right? And the thing is, I don't know if there's any real way to test that without going through a bunch of stuff, like having a second deck with like 12 or 13%. Well, I think it's in increments of 3 and 5, so yeah, you can do 12 and 13. Split out over 3 or 4 cards. 4 cards would have 12, 3 would have 13. And maybe test that against a deck with 25% Pierce with similar stats, but that would be really expensive. And it'd be much easier if Netmarble would just kind of open the hood a little bit and let us know how that affects certain characters, because it just seems like certain characters are able to benefit from it way more. And then you'll have characters that are able to get 30% or whatever by having it built into their kit already, and they don't hit as hard. But I mean, like, the two that I can think of that come to mind, because there's not a lot of characters I think that have Pierce built into their kit. I know Null does. I think Thena does. By comparison, Thena hits way harder, but then she does have a uniform. And then I think Adam Warlock's latest uniform had some Pierce built into it. And he hits really hard and has a uniform. So Null has it just as part of his base kit. So, and he never hit hard. That's why he's sitting over there unbuilt, because they're way too expensive. And be honest, I've never completed a tier 3 native. Sure, I got Sentry. Sure, I got Mephisto. They're at 6 stars. They're at level 70, but their gears, I stopped at like 22, 23, 24. It was cost prohibitive and way too damn expensive. It was holding up. You know, all those months and months and months of not being able to build characters, because I'll spend money in the game, I'll buy uniforms, I'll do things to like cards or whatever sometimes, and maybe some CTPs here and there. But for the most part, I'm not buying packs to build characters, right? Because that's a different kind of purchase. I don't want to say cards is a one-time buy, but you can get to a point where you're okay, right? Like you get 20% pierce and you're okay. There's nothing in the game that you can't do if you got enough attack and you know, everything else. Ignore defense, crit rate, crit damage, all that jazz. And yeah, will that 5% be you know, do you want it? Yeah, but is it gonna hold up anything? Farming GB or Dormammu, being able to do that solo. Any of your world boss farming or wanting to push in world boss. For the most part, not really, until you get, you know, way up there in stages and shit. So, you know, that's the way I choose to go, because it does provide some kind of grind to the game. But without being so expensive to like stay up to date and relevant. Plus, I don't participate in every uniform event, right? Because my idea is, same reason why I got this uniform is because it takes her from being trash to decent. Right? Same thing for this guy. Took him from being trash. This uniform isn't trash, but you know, it's not anywhere near the meta anymore. Like, you couldn't even do World Boss Legend with this thing. And I don't think I ever even had it. Yeah, I don't have it. So, you know, same with this guy, which is why I skipped the X-Men blue uniform. So that's kind of the idea, right? I think all of his uniforms I did pay crystals for this one, and I regretted it. You know, so I'm really trying to avoid a bunch of that. Like, I skipped the Marvel Girl uniform, especially because it came out like 6 months after the X-Men Red. Like, not even 6 months. It was ridiculous. You know, I got all the Nightcrawler's uniforms, even though they're all trash, but this is my guy. So, you know. And I'm waiting for the day when they actually make hashtag, let it be said here first, hashtag make Nightcrawler the chief. Make him good. Okay, so we already got MODOK's potential. But yeah, that's actually gonna be dope. You know, but that's what I do. I go down the list. You know, she really doesn't need her uniform to be decent, so it's like, I ain't gonna worry about it. I can wait for something else. Do need to pick up his uniform, but it'll be a little later on. I think I skipped, yeah, the Infinity War outfit. Even though it did have a heel, I picked up this one for gold, so I try to make strategic purchases. Got all. Oh, I did get the light serious armor for her. Why wasn't she in it? You know, I snatched up the uniform for rescue. It only made sense. I snatched up the maker. Skipped most of the Fantastic Four white uniforms. I did get Sue's. And I've gotten every Storm uniform because that's my girl. So, you know, I try to make those sorts of buys. Once again, big X-Men fan. So, Bubba, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, man. Alright, I ain't been on for a minute, but it happens. But I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad y'all are back. We gotta play this knucklehead, huh? Okay. You get to pick up. No, he doesn't need that. Got to smash this dude. He about to smash this dude. And look, I said I was gonna do that, but so let me hold on, because now that you're here, let's mute this thing, and we'll slide on over. We can check out this peak, baby. And yo, you see right there, tier 3. So nice. So that also means that if he's tier 3, then the awakened skill is going to be Cassie and Wasp. It's gonna be Cassie, it's gonna be Wasp, and I don't know who else. Maybe Giant Man, maybe Hank Pym. They'll probably give Hank Pym an awakened skill. And it'll be those 3. And then Ant-Man has a tier 4. MODOK has a tier 3. And then Kang is probably going to be tier 3 native with a tier 4. So Kang is probably going to be the first native tier 3, tier 4. Wow. You heard it here first. Anybody? Everybody? Yeah. You heard it here first. Native tier 3, tier 4. Let's get this music back going. As a matter of fact, Mix it real good. That ain't what I wanted to play though. So let's it's too aggressive. You know what? Yeah, we can hit him with it. Yeah, so I don't get it. Right? I don't understand all of the MODOK getting an outfit and having to wait on Kang. Like, I mean, put it together, bro. He's got to be the mid-month, right? There's been a few folks upset about it. Like, if we go back, we'll go check out Twitter and oh, wait a minute. Oh, he page changed. Okay, hold on. Let's go do this. I'm sitting up here yakking about it.
I'm inspired by thirst. I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired.
Alright, so
I'll write a second, third verse.
let's check.
The lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this.
Alright. So you go over to Twitter, right? Alright, let's go. Yeah. Alex, yeah. I need to get me a reply up there. Actually, I already did. Gotta give you the toast, baby. One time. And oh hell yeah. Lord MODOK at last. Yeah, finally, yeah. See, then we get this. Where my boy at? Okay, but where's Black Panther Shuri suit? I give you that. I ain't mad at that. I wonder if Darren Cross, Yellow Jacket, with that, you know, that would be dope if we got a Yellow Jacket joint. I'd say superhero on the uniform. Yeah, we talked about that. No Kang. The only character that matters this update hasn't been shown. I'll pass. You know, for the most part, everybody's hype, right? You telling me I spent 2 or 3 materials on WASP for nothing? The name is literally in the title. Dude, WASP is getting an awakened skill. Chill. I hope somebody told him that before you bust a gasket.
I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse. About the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this.
Matter of fact, no. Oh. Anybody else bust a gasket? I hope I spelled that right. But yeah, then you slide over here, right? When I first jumped on, folks were losing it. This should be Yellow Jackets uniform. Mid-month Kang World Boss update. See, he gets it. No Kang. You know, more Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jacket stuff. Any Eagle Eye spot the tier 3 hint WASP or MODOK. Like, put it together, man. It's not hard. You know, we're getting tier 3. We're getting one tier 3, one tier 4. Then everybody else is gonna be awake. So I mean, that's, I think, why they stopped putting the awakened crystals in the hint, right? Because they used to sneak peek that in, right? And I said it here, and yeah, he's the mid-month. I thought so. Probably native tier 3. Like, it's not hard to put together. And like, at this point, I pretty much feel like that's a guarantee, right? And then the other thing that people aren't getting, we got Cassie, new character, right? We're also gonna get Kang as a mid-month, assumingly, right? Kind of making that assumption. If that's the case, that's 2 characters this month, which is more than we've gotten in a long time. 2 characters, a bunch of uniforms, so characters that need it. Not the same old, you know. Oh man, if you don't calm down, they gonna try to clap me and then jump into the phase change. But I'll take that one. That ain't did nothing. Go ahead and power up, Goku, so I can holler at you. Oops. Gotta holler at me now. Gotta holler at me now. So yeah, man. Like I was telling DJ Bub, folks with all that complaining about MODOK, man, they got, what is it?
This is a sickness of the highest order.
That's exactly what that is.
About the lies you go disperse, you never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't, that's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want.
Yeah, that'll work. That right. Stay on his lane. gonna get that heel off, I know that. Mm-hmm.
Inspired by thirst. I'm
I
inspired
did
by
get that
worth.
heel off.
I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work.
What was
I
that?
you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want.
Damage proc didn't go off like at all. And then it went off. That was whack.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out.
Oh yeah.
It feels like a test that I fail, so depressed.
Oh, what did he do? Drop it?
But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your life,
All right.
what I want.
Let's roll. What I'm supposed to beat this thing with? Okay, finally. Yeah, I know I should have built her a long time ago. All that jazz. This is what I hear a lot. Oh, roster. I got some hard hitters, and then I got some. The thing about it is, I know like that uniform with Makari, because of the way that this game is set up, that uniform is already dated to a degree. It's like, yeah, I pick it up, but then, you know, I have a reason to use it, I'll use it. Now I have a reason to use it. Wow, I tried to get the switch. Get me with that one. I tried to get the switch. That's cool. Yeah, I'm not sure. Kang's probably gonna be GBR or War Boss Legend. It just depends on what in the world. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Like, y'all couldn't see it, but my screen went black. At least I don't think y'all could see it.
I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't.
Ow, that hurt. progress immediately. See if I can get this heel off. Wow. Way too far north because of those twisters. Blade twisters.
Inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want.
Oh boy. Okay. I'm done. I'm done with Tony.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by
Oh wow, they just missed the fifth altogether. Okay. Again.
I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit.
Oh hell no. Wow, you gonna let me move? Okay. Okay. Wow, that's a fifth that he does on that? Okay. I'm gonna do that then. Yeah. Reset all of that, what you thought you was, really?
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out.
Alright.
Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I
Get you with that slickness on the third skill. That is what I love about Thor when you're fighting Ultron. So easy to break him. Okay. These last two, we just gonna blow through it. No. I'm not gonna sit up here and keep battling this dude 45 times trying to get a victory for the same rewards. Either you can get it or you can't. I know Iron Man can do it, but I know I'm also playing him poorly and switching to an energy tube from a rage, so
I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want.
wow. Mm-hmm.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out.
I take revenge on the underling.
Test that I fail so depressed when I can't seem to get out.
Yeah, that's who I should have gave Tony. Venom. And we can get some ignorant dodge. Why not?
I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second,
Yeah.
third verse about the lies
What's
you go
gonna hold
disperse.
him up
You
is
never did
having to
shit, I
deal
know
with
it hurts.
these phases because his rotation is so slow. Doesn't feel like he has 50% cooldown for some reason. That's a long time. Yep. Physical defense, dodge, dodge. You must need to dodge. Dang it. Doesn't need the crit rate though. Yeah, that.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best.
He's
even
5%
though I'm so stressed
over.
out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want.
Come on, crit damage. 99.
I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third
Actually, you
verse
know what?
about the
That
lies you
just
go
stayed right
disperse.
where it
You
was
never
at.
did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep
Let me
inside
get a little bit higher.
me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want.
Stop tripping. And there we go. Let's try that one more time. Because, yeah. Something didn't seem right about that whole mix up.
I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse. About the
Still does have long skill cooldowns, so still like what, 9 seconds, something like that on the 5th skill. Gotta double up. Oh, they're not slick. That hurt.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm
You doing all kind of shifting around, ain't you?
just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired.
You just did the first part of it. Blue Marvel.
I'm inspired by thirst.
And find a use for your bird.
I desire your worst, so you can just hide while
And
I
find a use for your bird.
tired you first. I'll write a second, third verse.
Breaking that
About the
shield
lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts.
while you're still on the move, baby. I suppose that would apply to any character that had a V-pad still. Especially if they had a V-pad still and were able to offer support. See here. We pick up these boost points.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm
Let's go get it.
everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't.
Yeah, hopefully we can get it all in one run. Tier 3 Magneto, level 72 Jean Grey. Cyclops support. I don't know about that one, bro.
I'm inspired by thirst.
I do not know about that one.
Desire your worst, so you can just
That's
hide while I
kind of
work.
sketchy.
I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse. About the lies you go disperse.
That's even sketchier.
I know it hurts. Something deep inside won't let me.
I'll just let y'all. I'll let y'all find somebody else to go through that misery. In all honesty, I try to catch it now before later. Hopefully they found somebody. And yeah, they often doing their thing. Hopefully they found somebody that can carry it.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out.
Okay, so we got 2 Tonys.
Feels like a test that I fail, so depressed.
As long as y'all don't get clapped up, it'll be alright. As long as y'all don't get clapped up too early. I ain't no slouch. It just takes me a little more time.
I'm inspired by thirst. I'm inspired by worth.
Okay.
I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired
Oh,
of
I played with that
I'll write a
that
second,
dude.
third verse. Lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know
Yeah,
it
I played with Chuckle before. Yeah, he hits pretty damn hard. Go over there and get hit just so I can get mad. How about that? Oh, somebody got kicked. Oh no, all his characters got clapped. What happened?
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best.
I just use my tier 4 on this guy.
Everything just feels like a test that I
On the mindless one.
can't seem to get out.
I see you calling for. Oh, I got booted. Oh, that actually sucks. Every time it's going good, bro. Every time. Without fail. Going good, you get kicked.
I'm inspired by thirst. I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts.
Let's rock and roll. Oh, another hope. But you got him in the lead for though. We could have got through that. Me and that other hope, maybe. If he has enough HP. You gotta have some HP on your cards to make hope work.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a
Didn't see that.
fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out.
This is not gonna be good. This is not gonna be good. He's got Gilgamesh. Doesn't do anything for HP. And Sentry. It's a struggle team. Like, unless he just has so much HP and Fierce on his cards that it don't matter. And, you know, we might be looking at something different here. No supports? Like, nah, bro.
I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can
Oh,
just hide
whoa.
while I work.
Where am I?
I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts.
What the hell? Okay. Me just not hit nothing, so I get the kick penalty, because I don't know what's going on. You seeing this? This is freaking crazy. I'm only seeing one dude on the screen. And yeah, I ain't moving. I ain't getting the kick penalty either. That is freaking wild, bro. And we're gonna take the time to get a change on this
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out.
get a remix going.
Feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't
It's freaking crazy.
I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want. I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want.
Yeah, let's quit out of that. So we can reset this joke, man. I have no idea what's going on with that. Yeah. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna take the time to actually reset my device. So give me 1 second. Technical difficulties, right? Probably means I'm gonna have to plug everything back in, but it's okay. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, we are back. That was kind of weird. We're gonna get a quick story fragment farm in right quick, as it doesn't use boost points, while we continue to make sure everything is copacetic for the stream. And yeah. Hey, boy, troubleshooting. It can be a bit of a pain. It can be a bit of a pain. Think you have everything just right, and then wham. So my apologies about that. I don't think we've really had a problem as far as the quality though, so we're good there. Just the crashing issue. I need to check and see if it's an update out for this thing. Yeah. That is right and on point. Okay, we're gonna get one more, and then we will jump right back into GBR. All right, we are back in full throttle. And we won't be on for very much longer, but we will get that GBR run in. Actually picked up some EOD and we got some guaranteed fragment right there. That's actually nice. Picking up Cyclops tier 3 really, I think, enhanced my story fragment forming. You know, some of the older tier 3s, they tend to pop up pretty frequent. Nah, bro. No, thank you. No, thank you. This is the problem with running GBR too. It's like, I wish I could carry. I wish I could carry, you know? Can't do it. If that was a tier 4 black bolt with a proper team, maybe. Or definitely. And maybe, that's a definitely. But as presently constructed, nah, bro. That's gonna be a struggle fest. I would have felt more confident in a struggle teams. Struggle teams. I can't do them. I can't do them. It'd be different if they'd have proper teams. Tier 3 Doctor Strange team with Shuri or a Taskmaster support, you know, with a Sith lead or something like that, or Hulk lead, right? I can go for that. I can go for that, you know. But it's only certain tier 3s that I know are like gonna be able to do this. Everybody else is like, you gotta be tier 4, where you have to have really, really, really good cards. And there's no way for me to really see the cards, right? And you see all these cats coming in here with these improper teams, and it's like, bro, I know this isn't gonna work. Just like I know this isn't gonna work. So yeah. Let's rock and roll. This button. Okay. Try this one more time, baby. See what we get. Here for a black boat with a proper support team. Nice. What else we got? She-Hulk lead. See, we can go for this. I can go for this. I'm not tripping. You're tier 3 Jean Grey, but you know, it might be your hardest hitting character. You might have some really good cards. And she's level 80. I know that black bolt gonna bring it. Oh Lord, what am I doing? Oh my goodness. Go on and sit him down then, black bolt. See you, baby. Oh, Gene tanked that. Okay. They tried to jank me right there, but I still made it work. It's a wrap now. Nice. And we finally got it. Took a while. There it is. Ah, 137 sucks. 200 boost points. And we only got 137 Soul of the Foul team, bro. That is robbery. Like, I could have did 100 and 100 and did better. That's cool. They know they should have gave me that whole 150. And let my guy come down through there one time. And still sparing people. What's wrong with him? Yep. Give me that fragment. Let's take a look here. Don't let my guy wreck. See, if I'd have picked up, now I'm upset. I'd have picked up Professor X during the, what was it? Black Friday event. Because I did have the crystals to get him. And I wound up wasting a lot of crystals, bro. And not doing so good. I should have picked him up. That would also help with my story fragment forming. Like, I mean, it's just one of those things where the more tier 3s you have, the better. Then you're always gonna get the fragments. And when it's like that, it's like, bro, you done supercharged your account. Cause I see, like, just from not doing story, from doing it to not doing it, the difference is huge. No matter which way you slice it, it's huge. Then when you can get them fragments on top, man. Gotten some cards, some CTPs before. I got a duplicate New Avengers number 9. One time, I think I fed it to another card to get some Pierce. Couple of CTPs of Authority, things like that. I don't think I've gotten the Odin's Blessing yet. Mm-hmm. Wipe all of it out. Hey, my guy snatched a fragment at your packet. Like it. Okay. White Fox, eh? Let's optimize the chain for Nightcrawler then. Here we go. Mutant lead. He doesn't have the leadership tag. Well, he does have the leadership tag. Ah, nice. So he can take advantage of Mio's stance. Not that it really matters here. So yeah. Actually, let's get somebody else because that little noise at the end is getting kind of annoying. Mutant with the leadership tag. That's weird. Cyclops doesn't have the leadership tag. I wonder if Professor X does. I know Storm doesn't. Yes, he does. Wow. Wow, they got me thinking now. We could always just get rid of White Fox. Done a lot of Jean Grey. Throw my girl out there. There we go. Female mutant support. Energy immunity, huh? Wow. Good thing I chose Mystique. Speaking of which, next mutant update, I can see them giving Mystique a uniform. I can see them go ahead and trying to touch her. No pun intended. Cause yeah. Like if they brought Omega Red to the game, they could do something with her. It's a lot of different ways they can do something with them. Like, and they can do so much with our kit now. Like, just look at all these different looks they could give up, bro. Just all for real. You know, some of this is fan art and all of this here, whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's not really difficult. You know, like they could give her a black suit, the little old black jumper thing that she has, just call it a day. You know, it's like they could do so much with it, Steve. They could give her like a full outfit. So many different ways they can go with that character. It's not even funny. So I think this is still energy damage, so we're probably gonna have to, yep, energy immunity. It's okay. My girl don't get a chance to shine that much. Oh, they fell for the dummy. Hit them with it one time and let them know at one time you was kind of nasty. Yeah, the whole changing into other folks and stuff, that's absolutely dope. It never gets old. The sharing team. So those two changes and rock and roll. got some kind of immunity. But Sharon ain't giving a damn. I saw immunity. I don't know what kind of immunity. Must be physical. Must be every time she like smacks him with the shield or the lance or something. Yep, physical immunity. He was like, oh, word? Alright, hold on. See you hold this Buster Lance right quick. Hit you with the bustler. Hit you with the bustler. Now, speaking of which, one more thing I wanted to point out. Let me get this pulled up before we get out of here. This kind of snuck under everybody's radar, I guess, or you know, a few people. But February 6th, right? See. Yeah, just before the sneak peek dropped on the 6th, when everybody was like, oh, where the sneak peek, where the sneak peek. Right, this kind of went under everybody's radar. So you had the first sneak peek come out on the 7th. Danny Cool on the 6th released this. You got Crescent, you got White Fox, you got Wave back there, you got Sharon, you got Luna. So yeah, I would be looking for an update from them soon. Just saying. Costume design, location, Shadowland, right? So we could be getting a Shadowland update too. Just saying. But we'll talk about that in another video. Just thought I'd bring it up here. But yeah. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and call it, man. We did pick up that last fragment too. So it's pretty nice. But yeah, it's been a pleasure hanging out with y'all. There's the fragment right there. And we'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace.